So you had a recent biopsy on an abnormal mole, and then you were informed later that you've got malignant melanoma. One of the things that may come to your mind is, what's the stage of my melanoma? In order to know the stage of the melanoma, we need to know the T, the N, and the M. T stands for the depth of the melanoma. It's the primary tumor. We look at the primary tumor. How do we know that? We look at the initial pathology report from your biopsy, and it will state the depth of the melanoma. And the T could be associated with letters such as A or B. A means the melanoma is not ulcerated. B means the melanoma is ulcerated. And don't mix up T1B melanoma as being stage 1B melanoma. I mean, there's a difference here. Or T4B melanoma as being a stage 4 disease. No. Here in T, we are talking about the depth of the melanoma. So I'll give you an example. T1A. This is a melanoma that is less than 0.8 millimeter in depth, and A stands for no ulceration. T4B melanoma, on the other hand, is a melanoma that is more than 4 millimeter in depth, and the B stands for ulceration. How could we find about the depth and ulceration status? Just look at the initial pathology report from the biopsy. N stands for the number and extent of lymph node involvement. And in order to confirm that, patients may require a sentinel lymph node biopsy in addition to wide local excision. In another video in my profile, I have explained in details the wide local excision and sentinel lymph node biopsy, and you could refer to that video. So once we determine the N status, if there is involved lymph nodes, that's stage 3 disease, at least stage 3 disease. And patients at this point, they would require an initial staging PET-CT scan and an MRI of the brain to rule out evidence of metastatic disease. So the M, it stands for metastatic disease. And once we gather all this data, the T, which stands for the depth, the ulceration status, the N, the extent of lymph node involvement, and the M, then we can better stage your melanoma, and we can provide you with the stage of your melanoma. Just an example. For example, T4B N0 M0 melanoma. That's a melanoma that is more than 4 millimeter in depth, with ulceration, no involved lymph nodes, and no evidence of metastatic disease. That's stage 2C melanoma. This is just an example.